He is the light unto the nations. He is our refuge in the storm. He is our peace in tribulation. He is our hope, the Holy One. Hodu l'Adonai ki tov, ki le'olam chastodu. L'Adonai ki tov. Here we bow in adoration, giving thanks for all He's done. Here we stand in revelation. We are redeemed, redeemed by the Son. Holy Adonai ki tov, ki le'olam chastodu. L'Adonai ki tov. Holy
Aloha, everybody. Good to see you guys. I know it's a little bit earlier than we usually have this Stop the Pain program, but we have kind of a crazy day today. Isaac's day off, so we have a lot of things we're going to be taking care of. How are you guys doing today? I decided to teach today on a topic that came to my attention about sports drinks and health. So let's open with prayer. I see Tammy in the chat. Great to see you, sister. Thank you so much for coming in, hanging out with us. For anybody else coming in, it's awesome that you guys are interested in your health, and especially in these times. It seems like a lot is kind of changing behind the scenes right now, and they're slowly trying to phase out meat. I'm sure you guys have seen those in news coverage by truth-based channels, and how they're, even in the last few years, they've just forced ranchers to kill off their livestock. The cost of meat has just skyrocketed in the last few years, and you kind of see the agenda for that, and that's in prophecy too, that in the last days they'll abstain from meats. So I think that this is a direct, we're seeing this directly happening. And that's also one of the goals. I was reading a post, I have it up on my Facebook if you want to go take a look, about the World Economic Forum. They actually have a Facebook page. And so what I did is they made a video, and I just copied the screenshots from the video, and it lists 8 things that they have as goals. There's some kind of funny ones in there, I guess you can call them funny, but they'd always have to put their truth in plain sight, what they have plans for the rest of the population. Of course, the elite are exempt from these, but one of them included a plan to relocate to Mars. And for those of us who know that we live on a plane with a dome over us, we know that that's not possible, especially because Mars is a planet, and as we know, planets are the wandering stars, which are angels. So I guess we could go, and for those who want to go worship Mars, it's the fallen angel, but for the rest of us, no, I don't think we'll be relocating to anywhere in outer space anytime soon. Right, Isaac? You want to relocate to Mars?
No, I think it's just a portal where it's going to go right into hell. So.
Yeah, it could be, like we did the investiture of Abaddon like several weeks ago. It could be like Mars. I mean, we know Mars is a fallen angel, one of the wandering stars mentioned in First Enoch and in Jude. And so it's kind of just like saying, yeah, we're going to go land on the moon. We're going to go like relocate to Mars. But anyway, okay, let's open with prayer. Dear Father God, we thank you so much for bringing everyone here to study with us today. We ask that you just lift up any of those who are undergoing anxiety or stress or any other issues with depression or any attacks from the enemy. We just ask that you bind the enemy and that you protect all those that are part of our group and give them the courage and the strength to bear witness to your truth, to their family, to their friends, and to just be a light in the place where they're located. And we ask that you bless this study. Please speak through me, and we ask all this in Yeshua's name. Amen. Okay, let's get into it. So as usual, I found these great slides on Instagram from one of the people I follow called the Food Babe. And if Terry Todd happens to come in here, she also follows this person. I'd highly recommend, if you are on Instagram, please follow the Food Babe. She's got really good information, and I love it how she actually goes into the stores and she does videos and compares the different products, and then she puts up these posts with a lot more details. So yeah, give her a follow. Also too, if you guys are looking for a good Instagram page to follow, Sacred Word Publishing LLC, go there. We actually have a contest going on. Today's the 19th, I believe. The contest ends tomorrow, so if you would like your chance to win the Testament of the Patriarchs, Justin and Zen have offered that. Justin, Joy, and Zen, sorry, have offered that. We have two free books of that we're giving away. So please, if you have not entered already, please do so, because that's a great deal. These books are worth $25, and it's free shipping. And of course, so, if you answer just 3 simple questions, still waiting for certain people to answer these questions so they can enter the contest, but the deadline is by tomorrow. So if you're going to enter the contest, do it today or tomorrow. Again, go to Sacred Word Publishing LLC, on Instagram, and the Testaments of the Patriarchs. I also did a recent post, I think I put it up yesterday, about Naphtali, and it's kind of an interesting study with Naphtali. If you read the extra biblicals, we get a lot more information of why Naphtali was referred to as a deer or a fleet of foot. The information in the book of Yasher, we can readily see that Naphtali could have definitely been a candidate for Flash, the modern superhero, but I don't think it's not. I think it's not so modern because they definitely have Jewish producers of all these movies and shows, and Jewish writer Stan Lee. That's the one that wrote about Flash, right? Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jewish writer, of course. They're going to get legends from the Jews to make their stories because they don't really have their own ideas. So anyway, tangent. We're going back here to Isaac, if you want to put this up on the screen. You got it up? Okay, thank you. All right, so we're going to go over the Prime Hydration Sports Drinks. Have you guys seen these? It's from Amazon Prime. And if you know that Amazon can be broken down and it can say A, Mason, I do order from Amazon. I don't order everything. I order once in a great while, maybe like our cat food that we can't find nearby. But anything coming out of Amazon that's considered one of their brands, be very cautious with, and this is no exception. So let's look at the ingredients. This is the Prime Hydration Sports Drink, and they also have the Prime Energy Drink. They made them in these beautiful colors and very, attractive packaging as usual. But the ingredients for the sports drink, I'm just going to read the ones highlighted in red. There's citric acid, which is a synthetic type of supplement that they try to make look like it's a wonderful thing, but it's anything that's made that's not from the real deal. It's not from actual citrus fruits is questionable. Natural flavors, we've gone over this before. Natural flavors, it's even listed as something that's organic, and it could be either from human or animal. So it's kind of like if you see that word natural flavor, they don't even have to put in details as to what that is on the label. So just be on the lookout. If it's something that says natural flavors, just be wary of that. We're not exactly sure what we're consuming there. Then there's sucralose, which is the fake sugar substitute. It also will drive your insulin like way up if you consume products with sucralose on a regular basis, especially. Then the other one highlighted is acesulfame potassium. Now, it looks like potassium, if you see that, you might think, hey, that's a great, supplement to consume. It can help the muscle relaxation. It helps to give you energy also at the same time. So, but not this form. This form is a, I don't know what else to call it. It's like a fake chemical-based formula. So it's linked to digestive issues and even cancer. Let's look at the Prime Energy Drink. Okay, so this one also, citric acid, natural flavors. This one has caffeine though, 200 milligrams of caffeine. That's a lot. Sucralose, of course, same thing. Potassium sorbate, a preservative, same thing. This also has sodium benzoate. That's another chemical-based preservative you don't want to have in your body. Acesulfame potassium. That's another potassium, just like on the sports drink. So you can see the difference. One has no caffeine, one has 200 milligrams of caffeine. Now our Prime drink's healthier than Gatorade Zero. They're both blue. Gatorade Zero has citric acid, natural flavors, of course, sucralose, acesulfame potassium, and it looks like for the coloring they use blue number 1, which has been tied to like all kinds of disorders in children. Not as bad as Red 40, but it's still something to be aware of. And then there's also compared with the Prime Energy Drink.
Same.
You can see the exact same stuff in there, right? They try to put like
Same.
vitamin A, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, but you can see some of them are in like chemical form. I like it that there's magnesium citrate. That's actually kind of nice because as opposed to the one that has caffeine, this one, the magnesium citrate, that will like relax your muscles.
But all the rest just counteract.
Yeah, exactly. It kind of cancels out with all the rest of them. All right, this is a swap that the Food Babe gave us. Instead of Sprite, you can see, look at the second ingredient on there. High fructose corn syrup. Do not drink anything that has that in it. That will cause a huge amount of health problems with you over time. I experienced that too because I used to drink a lot of soda. just to stay awake and to like function when I was at work, but it's just not worth it. So instead, try the Food Babes Lemon Lime Fizz, and you can see her ingredients: cucumber, green apple, lemon juice, lime juice, raw honey, and sparkling water. And so if you go to her Instagram page, there's a recipe there for that. I can also put this up here. This is her lemon lime fizz. It's pretty easy to do. It's just a cucumber, and you put everything except the sparkling water and mint leaves in a blender. So that cucumber, the lemon, lime, apple, honey, and then you strain it through a strainer, or if you don't feel like straining it, you can drink it with the stuff inside. It's still fine. You taste and adjust with added honey if needed, and then of course you put it over ice and put some mint leaves in the top. Adds a little special touch there. And it looks like she's also come out with a cookbook. So if you guys are interested in getting her cookbook, she's got recipes in there. Although you could find most of these recipes on her Instagram page. So if you don't want to buy the book, go ahead and go to her page. And then there's a website too, foodbabefamily.com.
I was thinking of investing in a sparkling water machine.
Hey, yeah, that'd be good. Well, alkaline water for sure.
Yeah, alkaline, and then use that alkaline water to make sparkling
Water. Or as they say in Europe, they put do you remember that? On their soda? They have, or actually on their water, they have 2 cans of water right next to each other. One of them says no gas, and the other one says sin gas.
Oh, right.
We didn't know what that meant. So in Europe, the European bottles of water or cans of water you can buy, if you can get it with or without carbonation, but they just call it gas. So if you want gas, you get the one that says sin gas. If you don't want it, you get the one that says no gas. We had to ask what that was when we were there. Okay, I'm going to just talk a little bit. If you guys have need any ideas of what to do for breakfast that you can make the night before, I was actually going to show you these, Isaac, because it's similar to, I've been doing chia seed pudding, and it's very similar in these little mason jars. You can make it like the night before, or you can make it like even a week in advance, and these last for quite a while. I think a week maximum. But you could just take these ingredients and you mix it together, and the oatmeal gets really soft overnight, and then it gets all flavored with all this other delicious ingredients that goes in here. So this is a recipe for on-the-go protein oatmeal jars. So I decided to bring this recipe up just because I was struggling trying to find something healthy that I could just grab on the go, and when I used to work especially, and I'd have like maybe 15 minutes to get ready for work and get out of the house and get my kids out of the house. And so I used to just buy like Quaker granola bars, and we'd all just grab one of those just for a little bit of energy. I don't eat breakfast now. If I eat anything, it might just be like a banana. But this is a good, like Isaac, he needs to eat, right? Or else he's kind of in pain.
Yeah.
If you don't eat. So this is, if you check out this recipe, oh yeah, Noble's in pain if he doesn't eat too. You guys know that. So for each one, I think it's cool because it says, instead of starting your day with a sugary processed breakfast that will put you in a food coma, try these easy to make protein oatmeal jars. They will fill you up with nutrients to keep you focused and ready for the day. This is the perfect recipe to prepare ahead of time. Make a few jars in the evening so they'll be ready to go on busy mornings. Okay, so this makes just 1 serving. It takes 5 minutes to prepare this. Half a cup rolled oats. Make sure you get the organic, because oats, and if you can get the ones from Europe, I like the steel cut ones. I just be very aware though, because any oats that are grown here in the U.S., it's totally laced all with glyphosate. It's kind of like our wheat products here. So I actually order my oats from a company in Europe just to avoid all that. And then she puts her protein powder in here, but you can, like Isaac, he uses a certain type of protein powder, so to flavor it, you could just put half a scoop of your own protein powder in there. 1/2 teaspoon cinnamon, 1/4 cup dried fruit of choice. You could also use frozen fruit too. Like we got these frozen fruit little packets at Costco that has some really delicious kinds in there. And then 2 tablespoons slivered almonds, a pinch of sea salt, and 1 cup almond milk or milk of choice. I would always prefer coconut milk, just because if you have too much almond milk like every day in your system, like once in a while it's not as bad, but it's just, almonds are meant to be kind of tough to digest, and so if you're doing this every day, it's it's really taxing on your liver and your kidneys. But coconut milk is a really good option because there's no side effects with that. Anyway, so you guys can try this. I was going to encourage Isaac to try this and just see what the taste is like, and kind of try different fruit and see which one makes it more delicious. You could also actually mix in some maple syrup if you want to make it a little bit sweeter.
Mix it. Take it with my protein shake.
Yeah, see, and then you won't really feel hungry as much because, I mean, you're already okay with your protein shake and some bananas though, right?
Yeah, but then I can substitute my my Lara bars with that. So.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's got some really healthy, what do you call them? Protein bars? Energy bars?
They're not really protein bars. They're just more like dates. That's it.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, what, 4 ingredients?
Yeah.
So like dates, peanuts, is it coconut oil in there?
Coconut oil and then cacao butter.
Yeah.
They make it with the chocolate. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. Isaac's been doing those recently, and that's been helping him digest so much better than like a really heavy breakfast like he used to have with eggs and some kind of meat and potato, and yeah, just tough to digest that in the morning.
It definitely gives you more energy because then your body's not, trying to focus
Sluggish,
on all those
yeah.
oils. So.
Yeah, yeah. Oils are kind of better to take either midday or, I mean, not super late in the day, but kind of like midday. And no seed oils. Like, I mean, when I say oils, I mean like coconut oil or avocado oil, or even olive oil, as long as you don't heat it. All right, so these are some swaps that the Food Babe put up. I just thought this was an interesting slide to share, and then I'm going to read some more about the energy drinks after I'm done here. So instead of Crisco, I always thought Crisco was so gross. I didn't know how anybody could look at it and think you could cook with that. But use Maple Hill butter, or there's a shortening that's made with palm oil and coconut oil. Although I would just recommend just use straight coconut oil instead of these ones. It's cheaper. Or else use, like we use Kerrygold butter or some type of organic butter. Instead of Heinz tomato ketchup, there is an organic alternative that doesn't have sugar and corn syrup in it. Instead of these Mount Olive kosher dill spears, there's another or more organic form of that. And instead of this Clabber Girl baking powder, I first learned about this from Terry Todd, that you probably don't want to use this because they put aluminum in there. We don't need any extra heavy metals in our system from what we're getting from the sky above and whatever they're already putting in our water. Red Mill is a great brand as an alternative. And there's the imitation vanilla flavor, which you're just going to get a lot of chemicals, and then just use the actual pure vanilla. And we already use this cacao powder instead of Hershey's Cocoa. It's cacao. It's just one of them is like has the name brand of one of the Cabal brands of Hershey, or you could just get a very natural one that's not funded by all the celebrities. So prefer the ones on the right if you have a choice. So you can look at this. This is ingredients. Instead of this, you can look at all of the really bad ingredients. There's so many different types of fats that are bad for you. And it's just really important to read labels. I put this up here just so that you're aware that when you buy stuff, make sure that you know what you're buying and what you're spending your hard-earned money on, instead of just buying a whole bunch of junk. And you can see there's, in this list of ingredients, if there's names in there that you can't pronounce, it's most likely a chemical that you don't want to put in your body. Okay, so here we go. We're back to the Prime sports drinks. So this is part of their commercial. I just think it's funny because they're really gearing it toward like young, athletic looking. I mean, they always put models in these commercials that people are going to think, oh, if I drink this drink, I'm going to look like that. You know, you want to look like that?
No, I don't.
Why not?
Because it's too much muscle.
I'm just kidding.
Probably break my neck just flexing.
Well, nice little collarbones too. I just thought you could see that.
Oh
as well.
yeah, the non-existent ones.
And the non-existent something in the neck as well.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Anyway, but they're really gearing this toward the younger generation, and I just thought this is interesting to note that they're actually banned from schools in Australia. Now, when we think of Australia, we think of like probably the most hokey-pokey country on earth right now. But even they are banning these drinks from schools, and hopefully some U.S. schools too. I could just totally see like Amazon pushing this and having these in all the soda machines at the high schools. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much caffeine in these, it's ridiculous, and other chemicals.
Well,
we've
Logan
seen too.
Paul is trying to make as much money as he can, so he's gonna push.
Oh, is that who that was?
Yeah,
Oh, see, I didn't even
he's
know.
the one that started that.
Ah, interesting. That's one of like the controlled opposition people that I was like exposing on my Instagram page, because that person actually showed up at a flat Earth conference that Rob Skiba was speaking at,
Hmm.
and they were a speaker as well, like comedian, right? No, musician. What are they?
I don't know.
Just
Just
a face?
somewhere YouTube dude that
A
got
YouTube
famous.
celebrity.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you can focus on this, and I have a little article to read to you about the Prime Energy drinks here and the effects on your health. And this is from a website called epicwaterfilters.com, and it's promoting alkaline water and all the excellent benefits from that. So this says Prime Hydration Drink is a well-known beverage that prides itself on offering refreshment, replenishment, and refueling benefits. However, it is often mistaken for its closely resembling counterpart, Prime Energy, due to similar marketing tactics. While Prime Energy contains high levels of caffeine, Prime Hydration, on the other hand, is packed with artificial sweeteners. To gain a deeper understanding of why Prime Hydration may not be the best option for your overall health, let's delve into its ingredients and explore the potential negative effects they can have on your body. Discover more about the specific ingredients found in Prime Hydration Drink and their potential drawbacks in this comprehensive analysis. If you want to go take a look at Prime Energy on Amazon, you can see the ingredients right there for yourself. So this article goes down each ingredient and kind of similar to what the Food Babe did. So I am going to go into, just scrolling down here, some healthy alternatives that this website gives. And it's very similar to the Food Babe. If you're looking for a healthy alternative to Prime Hydration Energy Drink, drinking filtered water is an excellent choice. Not only does water hydrate your body and keep you alert and focused, but it also helps remove contaminants from your drinking water. Filtered water is free from harmful chemicals, pollutants, and toxins that can be found in unfiltered tap water. It also has a clean, refreshing taste that can satisfy your thirst without the need for added sugars or flavors. In addition to filtered water, there are several other healthy alternatives to energy drinks for adults. All right, so there's green tea. That is what I usually drink. Green tea is made with filtered water, is a natural source of caffeine and antioxidants. It can boost your energy levels and improve mental alertness without the negative side effects of artificial sports drinks or coffee too. Like green tea has naturally occurring caffeine. It's not a chemical that is made and then added to it. And so it's a lot more gentle in the system than if you're drinking coffee or sports drinks or energy drinks. Fresh fruit juice. Fresh fruit juice is a great source of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. It can provide a natural energy boost and help reduce inflammation in the body. Next one is coconut water. Coconut water is a natural source of electrolytes, which can help rehydrate your body and boost energy levels. It also contains potassium and magnesium, which can help improve muscle function and prevent cramps. Herbal tea made with filtered water such as chamomile, peppermint, and ginger can provide a calming effect and help reduce stress and anxiety. They also have a variety of health benefits and can boost energy levels without the use of caffeine. Maple water. Maple water offers several benefits such as being a natural and refreshing source of hydration due to its high water content and essential minerals. It contains natural antioxidants and a touch of maple flavor, making it a healthier alternative to artificial sport drink beverages. Then there's also lemon and lime water. If you drink filtered water with organic lime or organic lemon squeezed in it, it provides a refreshing and flavorful twist while offering additional benefits. The additional benefits are to detox. It helps to detox your liver, your kidneys. It just helps digest your food. The citrus fruit's natural acidity can help promote digestion, boost vitamin C intake, and add a burst of flavor without adding calories or sugar. Now this next part is called What Happens If Kids Drink Prime Hydration Drink. Allowing kids to drink Prime Hydration Drink is not a good idea due to several reasons. Firstly, Prime Hydration Drink contains artificial sweeteners and flavors, which can potentially disrupt children's developing taste preferences and lead to a preference for overly sweet or artificial tasting foods and beverages. This can hinder their willingness to consume healthier options and contribute to an imbalanced diet. So in other words, don't let your children drink any soda or any of these really easy to grab drinks when you go in 7-Eleven. Lead them to other alternatives like the ones I just read, especially like coconut water is great for children because of the electrolytes. It'll make sure that they don't get dehydrated. Moreover, the long-term health effects of regularly consuming artificial additives and sweeteners, especially during crucial growth stages, are not well understood. Therefore, it is advisable to prioritize water and natural nutrient-rich beverages for children's hydration needs, promoting their overall health and well-being. All right, so that's the end of that article. I have one more article from, it's Pediatrics at Publications, aappublications.org, and this is called Sport Drinks and Energy Drinks for Children and Adolescents, Are They Appropriate? And it just talks about how they're being marketed for children and adolescents, like we see with the brake colors and the celebrities promoting these different brands. And I'm going to read this last paragraph here. All right. Sports and energy drinks are a large and growing beverage industry now marketed to children and adolescents for a variety of uses. Marketing strategies for sports drinks suggest optimization of athletic performance and replacement of fluid and electrolytes lost in sweat during and after exercise. And marketing strategies for energy drinks purport a boost in energy, decreased fatigue, enhanced concentration, and mental alertness. Sports drinks are different products than energy drinks. Therefore, the term should not be used interchangeably. Sports drinks are flavored beverages that contain carbohydrates, minerals, electrolytes, this is like sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, and sometimes vitamins or other nutrients. Although the term energy can be perceived to imply calories, energy drinks typically contain stimulants such as caffeine and guarana, with varying amounts of carbohydrate, protein, amino acids, vitamins, sodium, and other minerals. With children and adolescents, careful consideration is necessary when selecting a beverage to hydrate before, during, or after exercise and outside of physical activity to prevent excessive sugar and caloric intake that may encourage dental erosion. Kaylee's aware of this one. Being overweight and obesity. Pediatric athletes can benefit from using sport drinks that contain carbohydrates, protein, or electrolytes. However, for the average child engaged in routine physical activity, the use of sports drinks in place of water on the sports field or in the school lunchroom is generally unnecessary. Stimulant-containing energy drinks have no place in the diets of children or adolescents, meaning teens. Excessive regular consumption of carbohydrate-containing beverages increases overall daily caloric intake without significant additional nutritional value. Therefore, frequent consumption adversely affects the appropriate balance of carbohydrate, fat, and protein intakes needed for optimal growth, development, body composition, and health. This report defines and categorizes selected popular sports and energy drinks, reviews their contents, and examines the evidence for and against the use of sports and energy drinks in children and adolescents. Recommendations are provided for counseling patients, parents, government policymakers, and administrators who run both school programs and youth sports organizations with regard to appropriate use of sports drinks. It is not intended to be a guide for the use of effectiveness of these drinks in children and adolescents involved in competitive endurance, repeated bout sports such as tournaments in which the athlete may have prolonged exposure to a hot, humid environment or be subjected to prolonged repetitive exercise, often without adequate recovery time between competitions, or other prolonged vigorous physical activities, because these uses have been reviewed elsewhere. Now, so this basically just says that you don't want to give these to kids, not even teenagers, and no soda. I mean, it's very similar to soda with the caffeine and the sugar content. Although one good thing about these is they don't contain corn syrup, but they contain a lot of other chemicals that are really bad for you. I'm going to end here by talking about another alternative that I've been making recently, and that's what I'm drinking right here. This is called soursop tea. There's another name for it in Mexico, and I can't think of what that is right now, but here we call it soursop. What is it? I can't think of the name of it, but I just wanted to show you what the leaves look like. I picked the leaves from trees that we have here, and I just recently acquired several soursop baby trees. Thank you so much, Bernie. Our friend gave it to us. These are what the leaves look like, and these are excellent for several different reasons for children. You give your children a cup of soursop tea, either hot or cold, because what I do is I boil it, I let it sit overnight, and then I put it in containers and put it in the refrigerator. If you give this to children, or even for adults that have sleeping issues, you drink a cup of soursop tea before bed, it will help you sleep. It'll just relax everything. And it's one of the things on our list for our cancer healing protocol, because if you're drinking soursop tea on a regular basis, there's no way cancer can live in your body. So I just think it's an awesome way to make a delicious tea that is a good substitute for all these soda and energy drinks and canned drinks. All right, so that's the end of this class. I'd like to close in prayer, and we'll let you guys get on with your day. Dear Father God, we thank you so much for bringing everyone here to study with us together. And we thank you that you have your hand of protection on all of us. And please bless everyone in the rest of their week. And we ask all this in Yeshua's name. Amen.
Amen.
I forgot to ask Isaac, was there any questions or comments that we needed to talk about? Okay.
The only comments were from Auntie Tammy,
Okay.
and she was like, she asked if you watched the video she sent you.
Oh, not yet, Tammy. I'm sorry. I just got it this morning right when I woke up, so I'm going to take a look at it after this. But thank you so much for being here. And you guys have a great day, and we'll continue to keep you in prayer, Tammy. I know you're going through a lot. Shalom, everybody. See you Saturday.